Guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you want to book your personal or private reading, you can email TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information's in the description box below. And then also, if you wanted to reach me by phone, normally I post a notification up for that, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can get that notification whenever I'm taking calls. So we have central issue, heart of the matter, the Seven of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Lovers. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Five of Coins. The Queen of Coins. Five of Cups. And the Four of Coins. Okay, so I feel like you guys have been telepathically communicating with someone in your sleep. Someone has been trying to get your attention. I don't know if you are in denial of this connection, but I feel like a lot of messages have been coming in your sleep. I also feel that some of you are confused in regards to a decision that you need to make, whether it is in love or career. There's a lot of confusion, and I feel that there is anxiety about something as well. I really feel like somebody's trying to get your attention. Someone is like, it feels like they are peering into your life. This is like some metaphysical creeper shit, like, is what I'm getting. I really feel like someone is tapped into your energy, tapped into your dreams, and is really trying to have some sort of metaphysical conversation with you rather than just coming out directly or speaking directly here. And you keep waking up like, why am I having all these crazy dreams? Or why can't I stop thinking about this person? If it's not a dream, you're like, why does it seem like everywhere I look, I see this person's face? You're like, is this real? Is it crazy? Like, what does this mean? And it's like you are just really confused about, some things here. I also feel that this could be a situation where you have too many options. And so you are just generally confused about what to do. You're like, I don't know who I should move forward with. Especially if you were holding on to someone, like you kept thinking that you were supposed to be with someone, you're still holding on to some sort of fantasy or some sort of memories about someone. You're like, I thought I was supposed to be with this person, but all these other people are coming at me, and with their cups. What if I choose them and they're wrong, or I made a mistake? I'll make a mistake. So I feel like some of you are afraid to make some sort of decision because you think you're going to make a mistake, or you're going to repeat the same past lessons. I also feel that somebody is hiding their feelings. They're secretly thinking about you or daydreaming about you. Someone is definitely in love with the other person, but they aren't saying anything. It's a secret. I also feel that this could be the reason why someone could be keeping a secret is because they're already involved with someone. So maybe you or them could be wanting to be loyal. So I don't know who's the person that's in the relationship, but it may be one of those situations. Boy, some of you may also just be unhappy with your current situation. You might be having some sort of emotional reactions this weekend. I don't know if you're an empath, like if your anxieties get triggered. These might not even be your own feelings. You might be tapping into the feelings of someone else. Someone may still be attached to you, so I don't know if there is some sort of cord cutting that you're needing to do. I also feel that something is going unnoticed. Someone is feeling ignored in a situation. Maybe you feel ignored at work. If you're in a relationship, maybe you feel ignored by your partner. If you are not in a relationship but you have a love interest, maybe you've been flirting but they have not been responding. But that's because if we're flirting like the page, we can't tell. The page is very immature in the way they kind of express their love. Is very soft. This is someone maybe who's being too passive. You know, it's like they're not really expressing themselves enough. So because someone does not get a response, you know, it comes off as rejection. Or, you know, this might be you. Maybe you are trying to put yourself out there. You're like, I'm trying to let them know. I'm trying to be, you know, flirt or whatever. And it's just like, that was just flirting? Like, seriously? No one would have known that you were flirting. So it's like feeling like rejected. I also feel that someone feels emotionally, like there's a lack of emotional connection here. Those of you that have children, your child might be feeling lonely this weekend or feel like you aren't paying any attention to them. So there may be a need for you to make sure that you take some time out if you've been like super busy or something, or just preoccupied. Make sure that you are paying attention to your child, or they could be doing things to try and get your attention. Matter of fact, this could be an immature way of someone trying to get your attention, period. You know, someone's trying to get your attention through immature ways. So I don't know if someone does something to throw a fit. Someone maybe also wants to talk to you, but they feel inadequate in some way. Whether someone does not feel adequate in looks or finances. Some of you may feel overlooked in career. Like, why do they keep overlooking me? Why do they keep passing me up for positions? I've been here 10 years and this person started 6 months ago and they gave them a position that belonged to me, or I felt like I should have had. And it also makes me feel like, did you speak up about it? Like, did you stop? You can't assume that these people are going to notice you. Sometimes you have to put yourself out there to be recognized at work. You have to, and I've given this example before. I remember one time at one of my jobs, a position became available and everybody was just like whispering about it. Like, oh, I would like that position. I wonder if they'll consider me. I went right up to whoever I found. I talked to so many people trying to find, who do I need to talk to? I want the position. I want to try, you know, and I like basically just got the position. And then everybody was like, how did you do it? How did you get, I put it out there. Like, I went up to them, I talked to so-and-so. And even at one point, there was this one guy who was in charge who I could tell he didn't want me to have a position. And I went over him. He was like some sort of manager. I found out who his manager was. And I'm like, let me go through them. So you got to do stuff like that sometimes. So if this is your situation where you feel overlooked, you have to speak up. I feel like somebody is really acting out or being like passive aggressive, and it's like you can't do that. I also feel that there is some sort of unrequited love. Like, there's all this fantasy and it's like, oh, they would never love me back, or I'm not their type. It's like you already took yourself out of the race or something, or maybe this is how someone is viewing you. Boy, I really think something is all in your head. Something is an illusion. Whatever it is that you're stressed about or thinking about is not real. The negative stuff isn't real. This is you kind of just beating yourself up or allowing yourself to be attacked. Like, say for instance, you're like, I think there's a connection. I feel like when I see this, yes, there is some sort of connection, but there is a fear of acting out on it. It could be the both of you are insecure, or the both of you have a fear of rejection. Maybe you were rejected in the past and you think by someone else, and you're assuming this person would reject you too, but maybe that's not the case. Some of you look like you are, like I said, abandoning some sort of belief, or you are losing faith in someone. It could also be a situation where there's no direct communication, which makes you give up. It's like, you know what, I guess there's no chance. I guess there's nothing that's going to happen. You may still be crying over an earth sign, or an earth sign could still be crying over you, or a water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could also be two people, like you guys are both acting too prideful to say anything. So it's like suffering in silence on both ends, which here, Four of Pentacles is stagnation. It's like, okay, well, I guess we'll both just be crying in secret. And so nothing gets accomplished here. Yeah. So let me go ahead and start clarifying some things. Let me look at the Seven of Cups a little more. Some of you may be feeling very introverted this weekend. Even if you have to go out for work, you're just going to work to get this money. Maybe your finances are struggling a little bit. But you're just going to work to get some money, and you're not looking at anybody. You're being very closed off. Maybe you just can't wait to get home and look at movies. Some of you this weekend is about just looking at sad movies or romance movies and crying and thinking about what you had. Feeling bad. I really feel like there's some pity party going on this weekend. Feeling sorry for yourself. Some of you are just having some sort of fantasies, like you feel like something is just far away, unattainable. It's something that you're wanting to do or wanting to get your hands on, or it's like you want to pursue it. I also feel like there is some weird age difference between two people. It might be too young. It is kind of coming off like high school teacher and a student situation. Like, you know, that's a no-no. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. Like, you know, to stay away from that. But I almost feel like there could be a situation where maybe you find out that a very young person has a crush, and maybe so it would be rejected if they try to come at you. It's just like, you are like way too young, like absolutely not. So I am getting some sort of fairy tale-ish romantic crush type energy going on. Some of you may be fantasizing about a celebrity, or looking at a celebrity getting married off or having some sort of relationship, and it's, you actually get affected by it. Maybe you really, really genuinely thought you were going to end up with that person. Now I'm also seeing this again going back to some sort of dream, some sort of, I feel like somebody has a dream, a sexual dream about somebody, and then they start viewing them differently. This is something very awkward going on. I'm seeing a little bit of self-pleasuring. If you're in a relationship, I'm feeling like maybe, you know, sexually you're not satisfied with something. There's something that you're curious about, something that you're wanting to explore, but you haven't made it known, or you haven't opened this up with your partner. Maybe they just would not be into something like that. Some of you now, I do see that there is some sort of sexual crisis, sexual identity crisis going on. Where you are not knowing what you are. You're like, maybe I'm asexual, maybe I'm what's that called, aromantic? It's something called I think, yes, aromantic, where someone can have relationships but they're not like romantic feelings. Maybe it's, you know, being bisexual, maybe it's just being gay. I don't know, I just kind of feel like there is something going on with someone's sexuality that they can't piece together or figure out. Or maybe it's something happening where you're being hit on by the same sex, and it's just like, why is the same sex coming on to me? I'm not, you know, gay, or I'm not bisexual, so why is the same sex hitting on me? And so somebody's getting rejected, but at the same time you're feeling confused, like, is something saying, do I give that off that I'm bisexual or gay? You know, so I feel like there is something going on with sexuality that you're trying to figure out. I feel like there are things going on emotionally that you're confused about. I feel like there's emotional confusion going on. I feel like you're praying for signs or praying for an answer, or you keep praying for the same thing over and over again. I feel like something is in regards to a recurring dream, or someone has a song on repeat. But by keeping that sad music on repeat, you are keeping yourself stuck in some sort of state of mind that maybe is coming off sad or depressing. So you might be causing your own self to stay in a depressive state of mind. There may be a need for you to get out the house or socialize. Let me look at the Five of Coins. I feel like also some of you may be sad because your paycheck is short. It's like, I need more money than this, or this isn't enough money to sustain. So some of you are feeling like you're struggling financially. For some of you, I see your children coming to you asking for money, and you give it to them even though you can't really afford it. Or you have to pay for something dealing with school. Yeah, some of you guys are in school and you're getting broke because of it or something. I'm feeling like there may be more than one offer coming towards you this weekend, and you don't like any of them. Whether it's one offer, 6 offers, you are not liking these offers coming towards you. You might directly tell these people no thank you, or you might kind of string them along and say, well, let me think about it. Oh, what is with all these pages? There could be a lot of crush energy going on, or age difference is so significant to the point where you're like, I can't. Or it's like I said, it's something going on with your children. Maybe your children have something to say, but they're afraid that you're going to reject them or turn them away. I feel that there's also poor communication. Ugh, you guys, I apologize for the love department, because it really looks like some unrequited stuff going on. The person you want doesn't want you, and the person they want doesn't want them. Like, ugh. Or the person they want they can't have, or you guys want each other but refuse to speak. It's crazy. So, and it looks like something is ongoing until something is understood or seen from a different perspective. There's going to remain some sort of blockage for some of you. Let me look at the Five of Cups. I mean, regardless, it just looks like it's stagnant energy in your situation. Even if it's a situation where you don't want to do your job anymore, you want something new, you still just end up staying or holding on to it because you don't know anything else at this time or just yet. Somebody is just refusing to open up and talk about how they feel. They are choosing to suffer in silence. Someone definitely is in love or is feeling some type of way about somebody else, but it could also be a crossroads situation where maybe you don't want to choose because you know somebody is going to get hurt. Maybe the timing is off. Maybe someone that you do want comes into the picture, but they come too late. They come after you've already decided to move on with someone else. And it's just like, damn, why didn't you could have came to me a week ago. Like, wow. But you're really feeling the new person that you're talking to. So I just really feel like it's some weird energy going on this weekend. And it's really because of lack of communication. Yep, all this daydreaming and thinking. I feel like one person is chasing the other person who doesn't want the other. You know, it's just, man. Some of you may be, you know, on a time out. Somebody got their walls up, or they, you know, being just very guarded with their heart. Some people, they want love, but they're like, I want it, but no way am I opening up my heart to it. So it's just like someone rather be alone or in hermit mode as opposed to opening up to love this weekend. So I'm thinking that this weekend the opportunity of love presents itself to you, but you may turn it down out of fear. Same thing with any type of opportunity that may happen this weekend. I just kind of feel like you would maybe turn it down. You're being very closed off or very guarded, or maybe you don't trust whatever is being offered to you this weekend. So let me pull some energy cards. What additional messages are there for the element of fire? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I think Saturn going back direct could have affected a lot of people. I think a lot of people need to clear their energy. So we have the Garden and the Gate, the Magician and the Mirror, Contract, and Goddess of the Moon. Okay, so you guys are trying to decide. So there is some sort of decision that you're having to make, but you are concerned or think maybe something is too good to be true, or maybe you think that something is an illusion or someone's going to play you. I feel that there's a need for you to make some sort of intuitive decision here. You do have some sort of upcoming contract, whether it's a soul contract or a contract with a new job, or maybe you had to sign a contract and move to a new home or apartment. Maybe you're getting a new roommate, but there's some sort of new contract coming up. Make sure that the contract is, make sure there's no holes in it or loopholes in it. Look out for any type of weird clauses in the contract. If it is like a literal contract, if this is something where you're having to choose between people, you really need to trust your intuition, because one person may be an illusion and one person is the real deal. It's like you can't just observe, like your eyes can't be the judge in this situation, because I think your eyes play tricks on you. This is like something is like an optical illusion. The best way I can describe that is, let's just say you were conflicted between two people. One person was a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. The other person was a 9. And you're like, okay, I really want that 9. That 9 is looking mighty nice. And it's like, but can they deliver? You're just judging based off of your eyes. You're needing to make a judgment without looking at that. This is something that you're going to have to make a gut decision. And you know what? Not even saying that, you can't have the 9. It's just saying that, hey, but are they an illusion, or, can you trust what they're saying to you? That for that part, you have to really kind of fill it out, as opposed to just going towards someone based off of their looks. Will they be able to bring you emotional satisfaction, spiritual satisfaction, finances? Will they be able to help or assist? So there are things you're having to weigh your options. Maybe it's between two jobs. You go to one place and it looks like a Google place set up. You go to the other place and it looks like a shelter, and it's just like, well, it's obvious that I should take the Google type position, but will you really enjoy working there? Would it be a nice work-life balance? Is it just, are you basing something just off of looks or what your eyes can see? So it's something might be more than meets the eye. And then we have Goddess of the Moon. So again, I feel like you guys may be dealing with some sort of emotions. You need to be, if you're in a situation, before you want to leave or run off, make sure that that's not an emotional decision. Sometimes, our emotions are an illusion. It's paranoia, so maybe you're needing to distinguish, am I genuinely feeling something that's real, something that's wrong, or am I being delusional about something? Now, I will say that based off of these and the other cards that were coming out earlier, could be that you're paranoid, being over emotional. So before if you're in a relationship and you want to leave this person, you're like, should I leave this person or should I stay? I feel that this weekend wouldn't be a good decision. it just wouldn't be a good time to make that decision. I feel like you need to go past the weekend, you know, let things continue to play out. Because right now something is in the air and you may not make the best decision. You may make a decision just based off of emotion. If you want to get into a relationship before you jump in it, you might have to put that person on hold because maybe you're not seeing something clearly right now. You know, it's like your judgment is just coming off as very off. Something is clouding your judgment this weekend. And I was just saying something about needing to cleanse your energy. Maybe, and this has been coming up a lot, maybe you are under some sort of spell, you know, and what you're seeing is not real, or your feelings that you're having are not real. So maybe you're needing to do some sort of clarity spell for yourself, or maybe you need to sage your house, or maybe you need to get that Florida water, you know, something that you're needing to do before you make some sort of decision. So in a nutshell, I just feel that you should hold off on making any type of final decisions over the weekend because something is clouding your judgment. And then what you see this weekend might be completely opposite next weekend. So, you know, use your own discernment the best you can. But I hope that still helps. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.